Hi there, Mark Carlson here. So this week's video, how to change or transform a negative emotion easily with 3 simple steps. The first step is that you've got to take responsibility for the emotion. What does that mean? That means that the emotion's going on inside of me, so therefore it's mine. Emotions don't fly through the air and then jump inside of me, so somebody doesn't make me upset, right? It doesn't happen that way. What happens is you've got an emotion that's imbalanced and you've had it your entire life, or you've had it since forget whenever, but you've had it sometime in the past. You've had that emotion there that's imbalanced and you didn't deal with it then, and so it hangs out as an imbalanced emotion inside of you. And what it does, because it's a powerful force, it unconsciously goes out and creates someone or something to trigger it through what they say or what they do. So the emotion comes up and it goes, please heal me, here's the opportunity right now. And what normally happens is that we blame the thing on the outside, or the person or the place or the situation or anything. We blame on the outside and we say, he or she made me feel like this. But that's not the truth. You do have the feeling, and it's possible, it's very possible, that they triggered the upset. Now, I'm not condoning their actions either. I'm showing you how to heal the emotion. Right, so the step number 1 is you must take responsibility for the emotion. It's mine. How do I know that? Because it's going on inside of me, right? It's always been there and it's just been triggered right now, and it comes up and it's giving me an amazing opportunity to heal it. Okay, so step number 1, I take responsibility for the emotion. It's mine. Step number 2 is that I must align the judgment, because what normally happens is the mind says there's something wrong with me here. Why am I feeling like this? I shouldn't be like this. I don't like this. I want to get rid of it. So we go into judgment of the emotion, because at the mental level we're essentially giving it a meaning. We're saying it means this, that, or the other. That's what we're doing, right? At the mental level, we're saying this emotion means. So you've got to take the meaning off it, because all the undeniable truth is that there's an emotion there that you don't like. That's all, right? You don't have to give it a meaning. You just got to look at the emotion and say, I don't like that emotion. Sorry, you don't say that. That's what you've got to stop saying. When you say, I don't like the emotion, you're in judgment of it. So the second step is that you align the judgment by saying, it's okay for me to have the emotion. You've got to say that, because here's the truth. It's there. First step, it's my emotion. Second step, well, it's actually there, so let's let it be there, right? So what I'm doing there is I'm changing a judgment, which is essentially saying I'm not loving me, to taking the judgment off and saying, okay, I'm going to love me even though I've got this emotion going on. I'm still going to love me, right? So it's my emotion. And I'm going to align the judgment by saying, and it's okay that I have this emotion. It's okay, right? You've got to treat it like you would, like a loving mother would treat her baby. You know, if the baby shits and pukes and and screams, the mother doesn't try and get rid of it. She might want to sometimes, but she usually doesn't. Not the loving mother. She'll do everything she can to take the baby and hold it and rock it and love it, so that she brings it back into harmony. So you've got to do that with your emotion. You've got to get your emotion, you've got to treat your emotions in a loving way. So it's okay that I have this emotion. You take the judgment of it, because look, what's happening is there's the emotion. Let's imagine there's the emotion, and this is the thought is coming down, and where they meet is pain. Emotional pain is a resistance to feeling, which takes me on to step number 3, right? Emotional pain is a resistance to feeling, because I don't want to feel it. Now, many clients say to me, well, that's not true, because I am feeling it. But so sorry, I've skipped myself a little bit. Step 3 is that you feel the feeling. What does that mean? Like, as I said, many clients will say to me, I am feeling it, it hurts, I don't like it. But emotional pain is a resistance to feeling, right? You're judging it and you're resisting feeling it. So when we feel an emotion, we open ourselves. We relax. We've already said it's okay. The emotion can stay here. I'll often talk to my emotion. I'll say, give me your best shot. What's it like? I'm not going to try and get rid of you anymore. In fact, I'm sorry I've been trying to get rid of you. I just didn't understand. But you can be here forever. You're already there, so you can hang out forever. So I'm taking all the pressure off the whole deal there. I'm saying to my emotion, you can be here all the time, and I'm sorry. Forgive me for judging you. And then you feel it. Now you feel it by opening, relaxing yourself, and letting the emotion do what it wants to do. And you're really open, right? You've got to take the mind off, because the mind will want to go to the story about what he did or what she did or what they did or why you were badly victimized or why you were badly treated. That's the word I was looking for. You know, the mind will go to that story. You won't be able to heal the emotion if you stay up in the mind. You've got to get off that and work on the actual truth, where the feeling is. You see, the mind's full of stories, but the emotion's going on right now in the moment, right? So you put your attention there, you relax and say, okay, and if I'm going to die from feeling this emotion, then so be it, I'll die. You know, now you're not going to. What's going to happen is there'll be a massive freedom, a massive expansion. When you open, when you allow it to be what it is, it'll transform. Now, of course, the deeper and the stronger the emotion, the more work it takes. Some of them will go like that, when you take the thought off it and just say, okay, let's just let this feeling be what it is. And as I said to you, I say, give me your best shot. What does it feel like? Go and do what you need to do. I close my eyes and I just open my system, let my belly out, and allow the emotion to do what it wants to do. You just keep allowing. You say, okay, you do what you need to do. Now what happens is you're taking that off, right? You're taking that pressure off, the resistance, which is the judgment. You're taking that off, and then you're saying, you can be here, it's okay, and you feel it. And then what happens is the emotion does what it only ever wanted to do, which is leave you. It moves through you. And sometimes I find myself laughing because the freedom is so intense. But remember, if you stay in your mind about the story, you won't be able to do it. So you've got to go to the feeling level, okay? Have an absolutely fantastic day when you watch this. I'll talk to you again next time. Thank you.